All right, good morning. What is today? Wednesday, March 28th, 2018. It's the inventory day. I am waiting on my funded account. Those that have asked me, I thought I'd just put a quick video together. It's inventory. I have access to my practice account, so that is cool. Now I'm just waiting for the real account, which is gonna I decided to allow myself. Well, I didn't decide that. Last week I wanted to get my funded account. It wasn't. It didn't get approved. I mean, all the paperwork, everything's done. I'm just waiting in limbo, waiting for them to approve it. It would have happened this week. So kudos to TopStep Trader for timeliness and all. But I didn't want to pay an extra $85 fee. At that and it's moving up to 105 in April, by the way. So the 85 is going to be 105. They're covering the extra 20 bucks in April. So that's kind of nice of them to do that. So I've already paid the fee, and they're going to apply the extra 20 bucks. So we're moving up to supposedly 105 in April, and so forth and so on in the funded account. That's per exchange that you open up. So like if you would trade different exchanges, you got to pay. So it can be quite expensive. That's why I would highly recommend that you're only trading one market, and then saving that money to open your own account and then go from there. So I'm waiting. Today's inventories are waiting on the 10:30 a.m. report, as I like to do, and I'm going to try to keep myself to. I'm going to try to keep myself to 3 to 4 trades a day, and that's the goal right now. Stay within 3 or 4 trades after the inventory number comes out. So that's what we're waiting on right now. There's nothing beyond this that we need to worry about, so that's good. Last week on Wednesday, let's go back and look at the calendar. Now that we're here, let me think where I can find that calendar again. Trades calendar. I believe the 21st showed an FOMC. This is one of these days that if it doesn't happen quickly, you want to stand aside because of this right here. So that stuff, this one, and is not really worrying me too much, but that always happens. The press conference, they just named it now, but it's these two. So let me get rid of this. And put it back up. So it's really the reports that you have to concern yourself with, and what they don't let you trade in the funded account, by the way, are this. All traders aren't allowed to trade the federal funds rate and the FOMC statement. They don't want to take on that risk of someone being wrong in the account. So, and a lot of times I've seen it take 15 up to 30 minutes before they release that. So most of the movement and the way I like to trade it has already happened. So knowing that they don't let you trade into the FOMC, if I don't get a quick move on the inventory day, like last, I don't even know what even happened March 21st. I didn't even look at the market, to be honest with you. I took the few days that I knew that I was going to have off. I figured I'd get the account. If I was going to get it by Tuesday night, then I'd worry about Wednesday. I didn't get it by Tuesday night, which would have been, it would have been actually really quick. I was hoping, everyone can have a hope and a prayer and a wish, but it didn't happen during the week, and so therefore I didn't worry about it. So what we are today, or what we are looking at right now is currently in live time, waiting on the inventories. Now this says 10:30 a.m. That's because I live on the East Coast, and I used to be able to switch this to go Central Time, but now it had a little hiccup that makes it kind of hard for it to look back. So you just have to adjust to your time zone. I might be wrong about that. I haven't looked lately to see if I can change it. I guess I could look and see if I can change it again. think it was up at time or something. So now let's look and see if it, because I've done this before and it's not changed the time. Now it did go back to change it. Yes, yes. Yes, it did. All right, now we're on Central Time, so good. We fixed that problem. And that's nothing. That was a hiccup that the Forex Factory had on. It was not allow me to see it in the right time zone. So as you can see, since my charts are on Chicago time because that's the time that TopStep Trader's on, so I just keep the time zone in Chicago area. So I just wait for Chicago. So it's a CST time zone, right? Central. If you're looking for it, so you're looking for Central Standard Time. If you're outside of the United States, that's what you want to set your clocks to, CST, and your TradeNet TST. Alrighty then. So that's what we're waiting on right now. We always know when it's going to come out because of the high volume and the high bars that we're going to see. Recently, last couple of days, if we look back in time, last few days have been down, and today's down too. Well, today's actually basically an unchanged day. It's down, but if we look back a day, we can see that it's down from yesterday. And then if we go top down from day, we can see we've made a high up here. On the high that we have right now is in January. We came up to approach it in March, but we didn't bust through. So that's where we are currently. So this could be the top, or this could be just a resting spot before we move up. But right now, this is held barely. So it can work as a double top next time through. Who knows? Could be making a base right here. This is a normal area for it to retrace back to here, or maybe into this congestion area down in here. But if we look on our swing right now, we can see that we've been down since March 26th, Monday? Yeah, so we've been down the last 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this could be the third day, which a lot of times you'll see that markets move in a 3 to 5 day span in time. And now we can see this is the hourly chart that we're looking at right here. We can see a double top. And in fact, we can actually put out an extension on this right now. It's a matter of where do I want to extend it from. Actually, we could use two different extensions. So we've already run that extension. More interested in this extension right here, though. Sometimes your finger hits it too hard, too quick. We'll reach down into the 62 level. And at 100%, we could easily reach down here to the 50% level. Notice I like to put the extension on the hourly charts. It seems to work the best. So it looks like 63.82 right in here at 50%. So that can easily be run. Actually, that could be run right off the report. So we'll hold that on the charts for now and see how that plays out. And we've already looked at the 15-minute chart. So we are just sitting in limbo land waiting for the inventory to come out right now, which will come out in, it looks like, about 10 minutes or so from now. So I want to pause until we get close to the inventories. The last thing I want to point out right now is what our stop and profit target are. The 2/3 stop today to start with is 13 ticks, and the 3P profit target is 68. So it's 68. Whoops, I can't even do an 8. Well, that's the hardest number I think to do. 68 versus 13. So if you take that into each other, you can see that, what is that? 3, 6, 5, 4. Now again, make me get my calculator out. 13 into 68 goes 5.23. So I was right, 5 something. So 5 to 1 at the 68 versus 13 right now. Three losses in a row would put you at 39 though. So I like to err closer to 12 and 11, but opening up with 13 on a stop loss. All right, we're a minute away from the release. We're trading in between the pivot and S1 today. S1 located at 63.99 and the pivot point at 65.20. There's your pivot way up here at 65.20, and there's S1 sitting down here at 63.99. So we're pretty much smack dab in the middle of, in between pivot and S1 right now. All right, here's the release. 2422. Highest volume bar is blue. $46 right there is that swing. Got to wait 1 minute before I get in. Got to wait for it to see a 931 on my charts. Once I see 931, I'll be putting in, actually I'm going to be putting it at 49. 49. 49 to short. Okay, removing short signal. We're going to use a fake out entry at 63. Using just barely cresting the high right now. If we break out of here, then I'll remove it. 71. All right, remove. Hold on. Wait for a 1, 2, 3 to form now. Let's measure the long. If we would have been in long, right here above this area, 70 on 78. All right, that's close enough there. 69 to short. 71 to short. All right, so let's do here. 64.71. 64.78 on the long side. 64.71 on the short. I'd rather be short, trading between pivot and R and S1 right now. All right, so a 1p profit target would bring it at 65.01. 65.01 is 1p on the upside. $77 to short. We're going to run with 11 tick stop loss though. Initial part of this trade is over. We can actually move back to a 10 tick stop loss. I want to try one short here because I'm still believing that we got lower high pattern that we're working on. We'll reevaluate the short if we run the 65.01. We run the 65.01, we're probably taking out pivot. Okay, let's remove our short. Looks like we're going to go for pivot here. Wait for 5. Makes a new high by what, 98 to 5 ticks. 64.98 was prior high, now we're at 65.03. Made a new high by 5 ticks. 1, 2, 3. I see 3 solid blue bars right now. That could be 5 in right now. We'll look at 89 maybe. No. Holding on. Okay, it's 4 solid above the 750 line. We're definitely going after that pivot point now. Next target to the up is 24. $99 to short. Initial target on the short. I'm just going to run with the 3P profit target today since I'm in practice account mode. Three P profit target today is 64.30. We're going to run with a 12 tick stop loss right now though. Initial target on the down is 64.76. Let's go ahead and lock in our other profits. There's our 3P profit target. It's 64.31. And 2P is 64.53. Honestly, that's close enough to break even right there. To it. And through it. 1P hit. We'll go ahead and lock in 3 now. Two P profit target 64.53. Then 64.30, but we're going to go 31. 'All right, let's use this. Now we're heading down. There's your 2P profit target to it and through it. Let's go ahead and lock in right. Oh, we're already out. Never mind. Hit 3P profit target right there. Boom, done. Now, if I was going to trade this, and if I was trailing 680 today on the practice account, that's not too bad. So if I was trailing behind this, that hit there at 64.30, it just happened so quick. We didn't. The market was moving quickly. You can see it definitely would have filled it. It went down to a low of 64.27. The previous low prior to that was 64.38. So 64.27 is new low. We went to it and through it. So we had 31 and went below 31 right here. There's 30 right in this area. So it definitely ran it. We'll just, on the safe side, we'll say we got run right in that area. So there's your 3P profit target being hit. And that's your CLPIT strategy in a nutshell. That's how you trade it. That's at least how I trade it. And now you can see this high volume bar right here. This is where I'd be protecting. If I was trailing anything right now, I would have waited for it to come here. I'd be no higher. I'd make sure that I'd lock in something. So I'd probably be sitting at 1.5 to 1P profit on anything trailing. If I was trading two or a series of two, I would have run one out at that 3P profit target right there, and certainly would have cleaned up some of my excess when I saw this volume bar right here. This high volume bar, 43.77, is the new highest volume bar, and it's red. So it could mean the end of the down move, or it could just mean a continuation of the down move. But you really don't know when you see them. That's how I look at it now. I just don't know. But honestly, you know, March was a good month to trade. I don't know what happened the 21st. Let's just assume it was a loss of 30 ticks just for the fun of it. Say I screwed up on March 21st. The rest of them were winning days. 7th, 14th, and 28th were winning. And we'll just say I screwed up on the 30th. I mean the 21st. I screwed up and lost 30 ticks on FOMC day. We'll give myself that, and we'll look back, and I'll let you know on the 7th. Let's look. What did I do on the 7th? I think I kept track of it. I think the 7th was the 95 day. Yeah, 95 ticks on the 7th. And then the 14th. And we'll go 68 on this one. I'm going to have to look the 14th. I got to have to pull up my '14th was 40, I believe. In the month of March, 95 plus 40 plus 68, and we're going minus 30 for, I didn't keep track of it. So 173 ticks in the month of March. Let's go with that. CLPIT strategy, 173 ticks. So plus 173 in the month of March. You can definitely watch me trade on 2 days, today being one of them. On the 28th and the 7th, I made 95 ticks. So just those 2 days alone was at 150, 60 ticks. So you can go back and watch the March 7th if you want to. March 7th I got 95 out, and today you watch me get 68. Man, I cannot do an 8. 68 and 95. Let's see, what is that? 13, carry 1. Chicago math now, what's that? 15, 16. 163. See, watch me with 163 right there. And I'm saying the 21st. I'm giving myself, I'd say we lose 30 on that day. And I know I won 40. Would have been, I would have, should have, could have. I didn't trade 21st. So I didn't trade last week because I was been waiting on my funded account. I was able to get on the 16th of March. I qualified on my 10th day, so I didn't trade active the 21st, and I didn't trade. Well, I didn't trade at all on the 21st. I didn't even bother about even opening my charts. But I'm giving myself a 30 tick loss on that day because I didn't trade it. So missed opportunity. That's giving myself 30 tick loss. And we're going to say that we netted out plus 173 in the month of March on the CLPIT strategy. Remaining contracts, I'm going to tell you right now, I would have been out probably about 5 ticks above this. So around 53. This is where I would have exited at least half the contracts. And the other half, I might be above the blue line by 10 ticks. Might be sitting up at 68. May or may not, depending upon how I feel right now. It's hard to tell what you would do in any given day when you got the hair part of the trade off. So this was the hair part, right? Hair was going for the 3P profit target right over here. That was our hair. So the tortoise and the hare. And then this is the tortoise side of the trade, which, you know, it's tough to say. Probably I would have been all out. With one contract, I'm most likely out on one. I doubt that I would take this run back up here to this blue line. I probably would have tightened my stop right in this area right here and got out. This would have been what I'd looked at, this 41. So most likely I can tell you that I would probably been running a 10 tick stop loss at 31. If once it reached down here and saw this right here, most likely I'd have been exiting right in this area, around this 43 mark. 44, 43. That's kind of where I think I would have exited on one contract if I didn't get out at a 3P profit target. I like going after a 3P profit target when we're in kind of a swinging off of these things. So I know what the market can do at times, and what I'm telling you is that this strategy is made to run a 3P profit target. So, and anything beyond that is always gravy, I always say. So taking a 3P profit target out on any given day is always a win. So I'm happy at taking that 31 off, and especially after I see this. So what I'm going to tell you is I'm great with taking a 3P profit target when it's above plus 50. And today a 3P profit target was 68. Well, that's tough to do it, Nate. Right-handed. So right here, when you see this bar right here, that's like telling you maybe the move's over for a while. Doesn't mean that the short's done. It just means that there's going to be probably some retracement going on before it would proceed to come back down again. That's going to do it for me today on the video. I'm going to wrap up this day. So that was CLPIT plus 68 today, trading one. Talk to you later. Practice account only, obviously. Waiting on the real funded account for next week. So I should be in the funded account starting next week. See you then. Bye now.